let's get to our conversation, just like I was reading through that introduction. Lagos Airport Perimeter Fencing Project. Now, my first question will be, where does the issue of upholding Nigeria's first policy and protecting our local industry, where does that come in when we still have a challenge like this, as identified by man?
First of all, we need to put this into perspective. It is good that the president and the FEC feels that we need to sustain our national infrastructure, such as our airports. And I also think that it is correct when the president signed the order 003, order 005, which of course border around Nigerian first policy. And if you check what the world is going through now, not just in Nigeria, several parts of the developed world are also looking at their nations first. Donald Trump says American first. So we must do something. It does not mean we are not going to trade with the rest of the world. So here is it. We have such important renovation, facelifting, in this case, perimeter fencing for clear view of the Lagos airport. Yes. Now, the government has issued out bidding, and we have a lot of very competent Nigeria that can provide us with such, many of which are members of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Just a caveat, I am not a member of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Yes. I'm an economist, and I have a reputation to protect, not just because of this nation, also because of what I represent around Africa and the rest of the world. So I have to say what it is. Now, it is good that our government consider this. I heard when people said, no, it's waste of money to want to renovate airports in Nigeria. I said, no, I am in complete support of such innovation. But the question is, where will the money be? And that is the conversation for today. Who is going to get this money? When we don't use Nigeria manufacturers to build such fence for us, or most importantly, use Nigerian material, we are losing three things. Or maybe out of three things, we are losing two things. Number one, we'll see the structure, we'll see the building. But where are the jobs? Will the jobs remain with us? And what happened to our foreign reserve? Just last week, I had a conversation with you on Nigerian foreign reserve that grew to $41 billion. And we were all saying that, oh, it's a major boost from where we were. But look at it. When we now use the same reserve to import building of fence, then we are losing. So what we have gained in non-crude exports, what we have gained from crude exports, number two, what we have gained from borrowings, what we have gained from remittances coming from outside Nigeria, if we spend those on importing materials for building fence, for instance, and I'm not saying fence to undermine it. No, that's not what I'm saying. It's what is important. It's what we do all over the world. We are losing jobs. We are losing even confidence among those who are Nigerians who want to invest in this economy. So, government have taken the decision that we need to renovate airports in Nigeria, especially Lagos Airport, which I think is important. Yes. The question is, where will the material come from? List all the material you need for that job. The good news is that we have all of them within, and some of them outside Lagos. But what I can assure you is that from Sokoto to Lagos, from Maiduguri to Calabar, and the rest of the states that are inside, Nigeria has what it takes. So, Nigerians might have not won, which is okay, because we have Nigeria do business outside Nigeria. But the materials that are needed are in Nigeria. So if we need to comply, it's a wake-up call for all the ministry and parastatals that are involved. We must comply with the President's Order 003, 004, Nigerian first. And when we do this, we are not only promoting our own, we are promoting our nation. We are making our GDP. You know, I spoke vehemently on the GDP. Yes, and people wonder, where did I get the numbers from? This is a concern. When we don't use material in Nigeria, your GDP will be affected. You say no. At the end of the day, we say consumption plus investment plus government expenditure plus, say the last one, which is export minus import. Now, when your import increases, that is, you are not buying from Nigeria, then your foreign savings will shrink. When your foreign savings shrinks, what happens to the overall national income? Well, of course, which eventually in macroeconomics will affect your investment. There are three types of savings. You have personal savings, you have corporate savings, you have government savings. Now, when you look at a national income contest, then you now need to look at the savings for business and household together. Then you look at the government savings together, which is different between tax revenue and government expenditure. Already, for over 20 years, as long as I can remember, our budget has been on the negative. Already, that is a negative savings that we have using national income accounting so that everybody understands. But what now happens to our foreign savings? Are we importing more than we're exporting? And when we have opportunity for such to be in Nigeria, honestly, 100 out of 100. Let me say 101 times out of 100, I will stay with Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
In this case, I think, so long as the thing have not started, I trust the people in aviation. For instance, Honorable Minister, I've spoken very clearly about him. People thought maybe I know him in person. I don't. But you see, I got to know some of the intervention he personally made, and he may not know this, on Nigerians and the UAE.
Yeah,
and I can tell you what the kind of intervention he went the extra mile to ensure that the integrity of Nigeria is not at stake. And you could see what the central bank governor also did, making sure that we clear the backlog for with Emirates Airlines. We have made gains. Now, because of the love of country, because of the love of our country, materials to be used in such fencing, to my mind, from iron rod to cement, to water, to all of that, manpower, chemicals, we have all of them in Nigeria, except and unless. But from the research I did, at least extensively yesterday, I think we have them. And I was not surprised. Immediately when I saw man reacting
to it, because they have their members who can't do this.